I didn't want to do this video. I'm going to be honest. But it was brought to my attention that it needed to be done. So today you're going to get not so dramatic Shundara. You're going to get a mature Shundara. Okay. And this is rarely made. It's about 5% of my personality, and the other half of my personality, the whole percent of my personality, you guys see the majority of the time. That's how I am in my personal life as well. So let's get into this, but I just want to address a few things before we do this. First, I would like to address the issue of I just want to give you guys a little backstory of where I'm from. I'm from Los Angeles, California, and I'm from the inner city. I've lived in South Central. I was born and raised in South Central Los Angeles. This is not a drama life, but I just need you guys to understand just a little bit of who I am, just in this whole dynamic. So in LA, it's a melting pot. LA, everyone sort of hangs out with each other, you know. We're all cool with each other. So for instance, we have diverse cultures in LA, meaning you can go to Wilshire and go to Koreatown and just be in Koreatown and Wilshire. You can go to Chinatown in downtown LA, and like I said, with Ethiopian food, you go to like the Fairfax area, like over there. And like if you want it to be Armenia, Armenians are a very huge population in LA. The Hollywood area specifically, where I spent most of my high school years in the Hollywood area, is a huge Armenian population. Hey, you could go get Armenian food there. The inner city of LA is huge, you guys. It is so much diverse. It is so much culture there. So yeah, if you see me do different things in my video, it's because I am the epitome of what most people in LA, specifically the city, are. We're very diverse and we're just a ball of joy to be around, but we're not fake. And that's one thing about most of us who were born and raised in LA. We're not fake creatures. I'm sorry, I'm just not fake. So I hope that explained to you guys a little bit about me and where I came from. Like, that's how we roll in LA, you know, the inner city. So let's talk a little bit about my comment. I did have a comment and I don't want to repeat it or be repetitive. So if you guys had an issue with my comment, let me just say this first. I stand by my comment 100%. I just stand by it. But however, because I am an adult and I'm mature and I could take just being a new user to my channel, and the way YouTube's algorithm has completely changed, where no longer the recommended videos are on the side of our pages. Now we're in new people slime videos that you may have never watched a slime video from me, but you have watched a slime video from someone else. You may just be finding out about me and you go through that comment and it could be a disappointment to you if you don't know me and you don't know who I am, and it can be taken out of context. So for that, I am sorry, and please truly forgive me. If you are part of my Ohana and you are a subscriber, I am sorry for you having to deal with my comment. I also would like to say, being from LA, we are sassy. Therefore, with the issue with the comment, now, you know, there's a song and an old adage that I stand by from a rapper named DMX. And in this song, he says, "Don't start nothing, won't be nothing." Meaning, you guys, it's just a day. I may have something going on and I just may feel some type of way. And hey, I may get in the comments and say something. Therefore, you know, if you don't want to start with, and I've said this in another DIY Saturday video, and I got crucified in my comments for it, and I know I'm going to get crucified again, so I am sorry too. Please, just forgive me. Let's just pretend this part didn't happen. Let's just get to what everyone wants to talk about. Let's just get to the elephant in the room that everybody wants to talk about. the way I'm going to try, okay, I'm going to try in this video not to have a I'm going to try to lessen the accents. I got an email from a subscriber who follows me on all my social media sites, and this is why I decided to talk about it, because random people in the comments don't mean anything to me. But for a subscriber to ask me, she's defending me in the comments, and she asks me, well, you know, is it real or is it not? Because how can you tell if it's real or not if you don't know? I just want to say this. No accent is fake. Actors work hard on their accents, so how can they be fake? There's no such thing as a fake accent. To me, it's kind of ludicrous when you always say that. I just don't get it. But it's not fake. It's a syndrome that I have, and I'm going to tell you guys a little story, a little piece of me, and this is just going to be hard for me to do, so please bear with me. So I have foreign accent syndrome. Foreign accent syndrome is, like I said, it's randomly speaking in accents. It's called FAS. I've had it for a few years now, maybe over 8 or 10 years. It kind of started when I came here to Arizona. This is not a draw of my life, but it's just a little bit about my syndrome. So when I came to Arizona, the main reason, being honest with you guys, just me, the main reason why I came to Arizona is because I was 22, 23, 20, in my 20s at the time, my early 20s. I'm not in my 20s. I went to buy a house. The market at the time was low. Houses were selling for dirt cheap. And because I am the oldest in my family, being an older child, and you guys know it, any of you who are the oldest in your family, there's some sort of like responsibility to take care of the younger ones, especially if you guys don't have parents or anybody helping you. You sort of have this drive, this responsibility that if you don't do it, then no one's going to do it. So that's sort of what it's like being an older child. And so that's the burden that I carry all the time. So 99.9% of the reason why I came to the Phoenix area of Arizona was to buy a house. Honestly, I was trying to buy a house in LA and I couldn't. So I decided to come here and take my chances. You know, in America, you take risk. That's what you do here. You take risk. And I only took the risk to leave everything I knew in LA behind and come here and buy a house. It was a long road, but it worked out. I bought the house. And yeah, so after I bought the house, you know, when you have a goal in mind, any goal, like let's say you want to be the best swimmer, you want to get this job, you want to get your college education, any goal you have in mind, you don't see anything else but that goal. Literally, that goal is all that's driving you, all that's chasing you, and you don't notice anything that surround you. I knew my mom's friend lived here, and she was like, come here, it's easier to buy a house, houses are dirt cheap. So I came here on her recommendation. But I didn't know anything about Arizona. Minding you, when I first got here in the 4 to 3 weeks I was here, I didn't know that it was going to be dead of summer and how hot it got. And I was like flabbergasted by the heat. Okay, you guys, I was just flabbergasted. But you know, I worked through that because I was determined to reach my goal, and my goal was to buy the house. That was the whole goal. Let's just say I bought my house, I lost my job. So I had to apply for unemployment. My employer tried to fight the unemployment, but I won the unemployment because you know what? You just fired me for no reason. I actually did my job. I called you to actually get services and you fired me for no reason. So I was on unemployment. And I couldn't believe this. All this, my car broke down. You guys, within 2 months of me buying my house, literally everything just went crazy. It was just crazy how everything went. I had no car. I was riding a bike everywhere and I had no job. So I just had to do what I had to do. So what I did was, there was Airbnb. And at the time, Airbnb is totally bougie now. But when I was in Airbnb, it was just like couch surfers, people coming to your house, backpackers who were traveling from different countries. They came to stay with you and they would just stay with you. So I was like, you know what? I have this house. I bought a house. Mind you, my sister didn't want to come here because it was too hot. I'm the only lost, they call me the blonde in the house. But I did not know we got this house. So no one wanted to come here. My brother didn't want to come here. My sister didn't want to come here. No one wanted to come here. Only Josh wanted to be here. No one wanted to come here and be with me. So buying a house in the city, if you're an older sibling and you want to do that for your family, just remember, buy a house where they will actually come. But I believe, if anything, and I still believe this to this day, that if anything bad happens to them, they will come here, you guys. They will. I just believe it. I started my Airbnb. It was going well. I met a backpacker, but it was this one girl. Just this one girl, and she stayed with me for about 6 months. I have no clue how this happened. I don't know, but anyways, she was from the UK, you guys, and she was like my best friend. Oh my god, this is really hard for me, you guys, but I really want to open up to you because you are my Ohana, and Ohana means family, and you're my family. So I'm just going to tell you the story. I'm really not open with a lot of people, but you will know. We did a lot together. She sort of made fun of my accent. I'll just tell you guys this one story. She made fun of my accent. She was like, "Hey, where are you from?" And I was like, LA. She was like, "No, you're not from LA. You have more of a southern accent." So she would just do country accents to make fun of me. And we just had the best time in the world. And at that point in life, I was secure with who I am and my voice. And I still am. So you guys, this is just the backstory. And she... So we just had a wonderful time. And then one day, she left. I just got like, I don't know. It was like just this note she left. I think that's what really hurt me, was the note. She was like, "I'm going back to my country." Give me a minute. I was devastated. When you spend so much time with a person, 6 months, you guys, is a very long time to spend with someone. They're helping you pay rent and you get comfortable with them. And they just leave. There's no excuse, no nothing. Just leave. Just randomly leave you. It's the worst feeling in the world. And mind you, being in Arizona, for someone like me from a different state, specifically the inner city of LA, where you can meet someone on the bus randomly and be friends with them forever, coming to a state where people here in the Phoenix area are very close-knit. This is a tight community. You literally have to work your way into their communities. It's not as diverse here. Very not diverse at all, you guys. It is not diverse. It's getting there now, but it's not. They're very close. They're tight-knit. They want to hang out with their groups and their people. And you have this one friend and they leave you? It's the worst thing in the world. I literally had a mental breakdown. Mind you, my family, they're busy with their own life. In our family, we're very independent. We do our own thing. That's just how we roll in my family. We talk to each other, but we're just very pretty much independent of each other. We're not close-knit. I'm the closest knit one, and I'm very clingy, very emotional. I hope I can show you guys that through the camera, because that's how I feel about you guys. So one day I just woke up with this huge excruciating, the dry weather here is horrible, and I woke up with this huge excruciating headache. And it was 6 months after she left. Not 6 months after she left. It was 6 months when she's here. The month after she left, I woke up with this excruciating headache. And I thought it was a sinus headache at the time. I'm pretty natural, so I don't take medication like that. I take it when it's needed and it's necessary and it's imperative that I take it. So that's the only time that I will take medication. And I just had this headache and I took an aspirin. I went to sleep. And I just, I don't know, as months went by, I got over it. But one day my sister just randomly called me and told me I was just speaking in weird accents. I'm going to be honest with you guys. That's how it happened. And I tell her, no, I'm not. I'm not speaking in weird accents. What are you talking about? Because literally you can't hear yourself. Like if you have FAS, foreign accent syndrome, you can't hear yourself talk. Literally, you just can't. It's like you can't hear what you're saying or what you're not saying. So that's just how it was for me. I could not hear if I have an accent or not. Most of you think I'm just like, a lot of you have said, my Ohana, you guys have said that I just seamlessly go through it. It's because I can't hear myself talking. So sometimes I can't hear it, and I've learned to hear it a little bit. And so I went to a doctor and they just told me that, they told me I'm the type of person, okay, let's just be honest here. I don't know how to say this. There's nothing wrong with being different, and there's nothing wrong with having issues. But a lot of us really don't want to have issues. A lot of us just want to be like everyone else. We want to fit in. And I accepted that it's okay for me not to fit in, because I've made such a big community of you guys here that I'm happy now. And I'm very happy because no one gets me but you. But the other hand, there's some sort of wanting to fit in. And I don't know. I never wanted to talk about it because I felt like if I tell you guys that I have FAS, you may look at me differently. Do I want to walk around and be the girl with the syndrome? Really? Do I? But I feel like when one of my subscribers who sent me that email, I just said, well, maybe I should just tell them my story, Maybe. I want you guys to love me for me. And I don't want you to think I'm just faking things. A lot of you really do defend me in the comments, and I thank you so much for that. So I just hope this helps shed light on the issue. FAS is real. A lot of people have it. I know they say it's rare, but there are a lot of people. What I've been looking up, there are a lot of people with it, but maybe the 500 people in the US with it is a lot of people. But to me, those 500 people mean a lot to me. They mean a lot. Let me just say something, just something. So a lot of you have been saying in my older videos, you don't have an accent. How did you get this accent? Why are you doing it now? So I just want to say this, that when you first start YouTube, it's a total different platform. You get nervous just randomly talking to the camera. Granted, we all talk to ourselves, but just talking to a camera makes you weird. So you're like literally on your best behavior. Literally, you're on your best behavior. You're like this. If you see all my videos, I'm like, I'm laughing the whole entire time, because when I'm nervous, I laugh at everything. When I'm scared, I laugh at everything. And when I'm anxious, I laugh at everything. So as I've as I've done from the 2 years, mind you, I've been blogging for 4 years. YouTube was a good way for me to communicate with my blog readers. And I've told you guys this in numerous DIY Saturdays, which I originally started with DIY Saturday. And now this channel is not even connected to the blog anymore. the YouTube is not even the blog. I used to drive traffic from my blog to my YouTube channel, because literally in a month I get over 100,000 views a month, which is not a lot because people are doing 1 million views. That's not a lot. I do like 1 million views on Pinterest, but that's here nor there. I don't care about the views. I want a family. I want to build a community with you guys, and that's my focus now. And I felt that YouTube was the best way for me to do it without doing video and having to go through WordPress and paying more money. Let me just explain this to you guys who want to do blogs. YouTube is a cheaper way to get your blog content out there while not doing WordPress. If you watch all the other huge cooking sites that I used to enjoy, like Avery Cooks, Oh She Glows, Cupcakes Sprinkle, Cupcakes, the other girls, Pioneer Woman, all those blogs I really enjoy. Their content, they do their video content on their blog. It's cost effective for them because that's where the bulk of their business is coming from. They're full-time bloggers. I was never a full-time blogger. I was a part-time blogger. So with that being said, part-time bloggers have a little more expenses, and YouTube was a very cheap way for me to make videos. So with that being said, when you see my older videos, it was more for me being professional with my blog readers and my analytics in my blog read. Let me just tell you just a little bit about the back end of my analytics for my blog readers. They were all the age of 25 to 36, which is around my age. So with that being said, I had a more mature audience on my blog. So I wanted to be be professional with them. Doing a blog, you be professional with them. Then I don't know, I got more comfortable with the camera. I got crazier because I was happy people were commenting on my videos. I was happy I found a new community, not having friends. And so I was just happy. So with that being said, now I just have a whole community of friends that I love. Oh, I could show you photos of me. You get crazy Shundara, kooky fun Shundara. You get Shundara with FAS, and I'm just her. I'm just a normal girl who wants to be accepted by you, Ohana. That's all I ask for. And that's just the back end of how my FAS is now on cameras, because I'm just a little more comfortable with talking to you guys. I'm a little more comfortable with looking like inside the camera. Like I don't have to look away as I talk. I look at the camera because I feel like I'm talking to you guys. That's just what I feel. So it's just a little more easy for me. It took a lot for me to do this, and I just want to let you guys know this. Maybe someday I'll do a Draw My Life when we hit 500,000 subscribers and 20,000 Instagram followers, which my goal is literally just to hit 20,000 Instagram followers. I think I'll be happy there. But with that being said, I just literally want to I have my immediate family being Josh. I have my sister, Sierra, and my other sister, and my brother who pops up in the picture when he wants to, okay? And that's a whole nother story for another time. But, and my grandparents, I do go see them. I really don't. And I have you guys. Like, literally, I really don't have that many friends. I consider you guys my friends and family. So literally, I really hope you guys truly understand how much you mean to me. I really do, because for me to tell you guys this was really hard for me. I just don't want to be that girl with the syndrome. I just did it, but I'm okay now. I'm just okay. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please, if you would like to know more about FAS, Google it, contact me. I hope I've helped someone out there who has it and is like, thank you for letting me know that this is what I have. I feel okay now, because sometimes when you talk in weird accents, people think that you're freaking crazy, but you're not. You're just different, and you're part of my Ohana squad. So thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for listening, and I'll see you guys Monday. Bye.